So I've said that to say this: don't expect God to wave this magic wand over your life, and everything changes. God isn't into magic tricks. And if you keep doing your life the way you're doing it right now, don't expect any different results. Don't expect things to change. If you keep doing things the way you're doing them, you're going to keep getting the same results over and over and over and over. So if you want some other results that you're not getting, you've got to
Do something different.
arise. You got to change your position, change your posture. Okay, let's talk about this. We still got a couple of minutes here. If you really want to change, there's just about 3 basic steps that you need to complete in order to see change come in your life. I want you to write these down. Step 1. You got to make a decision. Decide to change. Make a decision to change. Change what? The way you think, the way you act, the way you speak, the way you feel, the way you react, the way you act. Make a decision that you are going to change. Is that too difficult? Oh, that's pretty simple. That's a pretty simple approach. Number 2. Stop making excuses. Point your finger to your neighbor and tell him he's talking about you.
He's talking about you.
Stop making excuses. And 3, have a willingness to change now. How are you going to change? You got to have some voice now to change. See, your success is not going to be based on good ideas. It's going to be based on how much time you spend seeking God's voice. Amen. That's where your success is coming. I'm sorry. If that's too much for you, it's just the way it is. That's the way God designed it. In John 10:27, Jesus himself said, "My sheep hear my voice." How important is it that you hear his voice? Totally important. If you're going to change, you've got to hear his voice. His voice changes things. You don't believe that? When God said, "Light be," what was it before he said, "Light be"?
Dark.
Dark. It changed things, didn't it? Just speaking the word of God changes things.
Mm-hmm.
You've been given more authority than you're ever going to be able to tap into until you start tapping into it. And when you do, it's going to be a gusher. In fact, I was reading an article on the internet last night about an oil exploration company. It's called Zion Oil Exploration. Christian brothers that are drilling in Israel right now. And geologists across the world have said, there's no oil in Israel. No oil in Israel whatsoever. And just this last week, they think they hit the largest gas and oil reservoir in the world.
Amen.
Hallelujah.
The heat actuators.
There's consequences to that, though. But I remember Jim Spillman a number of years ago at Rhema. Pastor Dennis and I went to a meeting at Rhema to hear Jim Spillman, who is a teacher and a prophet. And he was talking about Israel. and how the different areas of Israel are broken up. And he says,
He
he prophesied at that time that in the heel of Asher, that's where the oil is. The Word of God, he made it very clear. I can't even go into it right now. It's more detailed than what, but he prophesied that there was oil, and that oil was going to cause the Russians or everyone to the north to come down and invade Israel because of the vastness of the supply of oil there. So I'm saying that to tell you this: get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. Something's happening big time. You've got to tap into God's resources right now. Recession, as I said earlier, is whose crisis?
The world.
The world's crisis, not ours. It doesn't belong to the Church of the Living God.
Amen.
Did you know recession's an Egypt thing?
Okay.
They can have a recession in Egypt. Do you remember the land of Goshen in Egypt? When it was dark in Egypt, it was light in Goshen.
Where the people of Israel were, or God's
It's
people.
where the people of Israel were. You have been destined for Canaan. That's a land flowing with milk and honey. That's not recession. They just have recessions in Egypt, the world system. When I say Egypt, I'm talking about the world system. In order to know what to do, you've got to hear what God is saying. Just hearing the Word of God is not going to change your life. Not just hearing the Word of God is not going to change your life. Listen to me carefully. Go ahead, David.
No, I was just gonna ask, you know, if there's a willingness, you know, I know a lot of people are experiencing, you know, just from last night, they feel that they're not hearing from God, you know, and, if there's a willingness there, you know, God will continue to work in your life.
Yes, amen. Yeah, he's not going to give up on you, but you have to press into it, and you got to start turning everything else off. That's the real secret. You got to stop listening to everything else.
If there's no desire there to know God,
Then it's not going to happen. No.
nothing's
No.
gonna happen. That's why you can't hear him.
Yep. If you don't have a desire to hear him, you won't hear him.